around again. I think I better take
Welcome back to the Wicked Good Golf Show. Hey, if you want to get in touch with us, you know how to do it. We're on social media, just like everybody else is. We have our Facebook page, we have a Twitter account, and we have our Wicked Good Golf homepage. Go there, wickedgoodgolf.com. You'll be able to connect with us. Give us your feedback, give us your tips, give us your comments, give us your questions, because we have an Ask Jim question segment all the time, right, Jim?
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
we can actually use that for our radio show, which you can hear from 7 to 8 on WCRN AM 830 on Sunday mornings, right after you watch this TV show at 6:30 on Sunday. Get us on the radio
Live.
at 7,
There you
live,
go.
and you can talk to us. So, you know, it's a great thing for us to be able to do this. And Jimmy, you're so excited because now you get a chance to do your golf tip, and people can actually see what you are going to be talking about, and that's going to be hands today, correct?
Yeah, you know, as an instructor, everybody comes to me and they want to know what their left shoulder does, what their right knee does, what their hip does, and what their head does, and all this other stuff. And no one ever asks me the question, what do your hands do? And you think that's a pretty critical question to ask because that's what makes the connection to the club. So that's what I want to go over today, is what
Now-
the hands do. In a golf
Now,
swing.
to be able to get in touch with you to get these good golf tips on a one-on-one basis, how can they do that? Because where are you right now?
Right now I'm at East Coast Golf Academy and Practice Center, located right in Northborough, right off of Route 20. Their website, if you want to book a lesson, is called ecoast.com. And also you could call my cell phone, I don't mind that. It's 508-612-4479.
That's a
Yeah,
cell
that's what
phone
you get
number,
for-
guys. You know, you get that cell phone, it's always good, right?
Yeah, I give it to all my students, I don't have a problem.
Right. And you're on 24/7 basis, right?
Sure, yeah, if you need a quick emergency, you're somewhere on the other
You
side
get
of
a
the
big
world,
match coming up, you
Yeah.
need that quick lesson.
I can help you out.
All right, so let's get into what we're going to go over in terms of hands and what is so important about the hands, because we've talked about on the radio show. The hands are the only thing that are in contact with the club.
Yeah, so they're the ones that drive the club at the ball, towards the ball, with an open face, closed face, whatever it needs to happen down there. And I guess the best way for me to start this off is to show you what I see 99 out of 100 golfers when they come to me and I put their swing on video from the angle that the camera's at now. And we'll use this stick as a ball position. Everybody that comes down the road, it's almost like their hands stop and the club flips this direction.
You get the flippies.
The flippies.
Yeah.
And it's in everybody. It's amazing, actually. And good players don't do that. Good ball strikers never do that. Their hands at impact are always to the left side in front of the ball on this kind of an angle. So the way that looks like, the way it works actually, if you take your hands and if I straighten my right wrist, I just keep straightening it, it causes my left to bend. So there's the flip, right?
Right.
So like which one causes the problem here? What I see is it's the right hand. The right hand, when people come down, that right hand is straightening down through the impact, okay?
So instead of, I mean, I remember. I remember being taught, you know, make sure that you're, because I'm left-handed. So,
Yeah.
So, but if you're right-handed, your left hand's going to pull through.
It goes down through, but what needs to happen at impact is it needs to be hit, when it hits the ball, that it's in a flat condition, not a bent condition. So if we go back to that same scenario, if I straighten my right wrist, it bends the left. If I bend my left wrist, my right wrist rather, it straightens my left. So you can see the deal, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the angle. The angle gets set this way. And once it's set with that wrist bent, and you can see this angle here, a little triangle I've created.
Right.
If I bring my left hand in there, with that bent wrist, it also, you can see it lines the shaft up with my left forearm.
Okay.
Okay, which
Right.
is again a very good condition. Okay, so just the setting of the hands at that angle is critical.
So when you're teaching somebody how to do this, you want them to imagine that the golf club is this extension rod, comes all the way through and stays in some type of parallel to your forearm.
Yeah, it's this angle created here with the bending of the right wrist,
Okay.
and also it's on the same plane as my forearm, so there's none of that. And you can see, once I get my left hand in there, it causes this to be in line, which is really the condition we're looking for when we go through the hit.
So you're actually trying to trap the ball, which is what they say.
More compression happens
compression.
because when it flips this way, you can see the face, it opens
And scoops.
and scoops it.
Yeah.
You know, so guys hit it really high. They don't wonder why they don't hit it so far and all of that stuff. So this hand, interestingly enough, once it's set, that's all the right hand does.
Yep. Stays in
Notice I
that.
haven't done anything. I'm bringing that right up to my backswing. That thing is still that same angle. And I'll go turn this way and go towards the camera. So as I keep it going this way, coming through, you can see I still keep that same angle. So there's never any flipping. Matter of fact, the only way you can get in trouble with this right hand is when it starts doing this type of stuff, okay?
When you start,
Cocking and uncocking. That hand doesn't do that. That hand stays just in that bent condition. The left one, once we get it in line, here, all the left hand does is hits this way. It's like a hammer. So the only way you can get in trouble with this hand is when that one gets out of line. So the guy that's coming down the road, right, and he flips that right, he's in trouble. He got all his lines mixed up.
So why is it so hard for people to maintain those positions or those angles?
What I've found so far, they don't know about them, first of all. And once I present them to them, it makes sense. There's still sometimes a little wrestling match trying to get them to do it, but you just keep, I have them hit little shots, and all I'm looking for is this, that this angle's the same, the hand's flat. And, it's in them. It's habitual for them, and they'll
to fix it,
go like that.
We're not talking about hitting full shots.
Not
We're
yet.
talking about hitting.
It's a build-up.
And we'd worked on that last year. You just had me trying to get from a small, arc.
Yeah, because, I believe that if you can't hit a ball 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet with any consistency, then you're not going to know what's really going on.
And it was hard for me to actually do that when we first started.
Yeah, some people describe it as getting a root canal, actually. It can be pretty painful.
Well,
because
I have had a root canal, and that's not as painful.
Well, it bounces off. It bounces off of everything that you believed.
Right.
And when I show people these simple angles, and, my swing would look like this, the angles just stay, you can see.
Yeah.
And I had a student the other day, and I made a comment. I said, of course, he said, "Can you do this?" I said, give me my 7-iron. So I started, ripping them down the middle. And I went in and I said, if your angles are correct, okay, and you keep the angles, how can it not go straight?
True.
So, in my opinion, once you get this, it becomes an easy activity.
Repeatable.
Where most people think it's very, very difficult. Won't you agree?
Well, I think most people wind up doing it. We gotta, how can they get to you again? How can they get this one-on-one relationship teaching? How can they get to you?
Right at East Coast Golf Academy down in Northborough, Mass. Again, their website is ecoastgolf.com. The phone number down here is 508-842-3111. And also, you can reach me on my cell phone, which is 508-612-4479.
And again, you can reach us at the Wicked Good Golf Show at steve@wickedgoodgolf.com or bomber@wickedgoodgolf.com. We'll be back with more of the Wicked Good Golf Show. Rules of the game. That's what's coming up next.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up and get down, get down. Hurry, 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 hurry.